to the bad guy. Yeah, Chico. Yeah, Chico. You're talking to the bad guy. Toothpicking your eye. I'm that guy. Hey, yo. Look, something happened to these, something happened to you, okay?
What's going on, everybody, man? It's Shabazz McClellan on SMACM World. I got a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
I'm LeRico Mathis from Biloxi, Mississippi. Go in.
Man, I know you did this thing. Man, before we even started, this is my old roommate in college, man, my college roommate, man. One of the first people that I actually met outside of Gulfport High when we went to high school. So I gotta give you roses, man. Like, you always was a good friend of mine, more than a friend, really a brother, man. And your athleticism was crazy, man. You was one of those cats. I remember my first experience seeing you before I met you. You were in the 9th grade and you dunked in the basketball game. And I'm like, I ain't gonna say what I really said. Like, who in the world is that? Like, who is that? And then eventually, we got to know each other playing football together, and ended up being roommates at our sophomore year at Perth. Man, always been a good dude, man. Always been great at football and funny. One of the craziest people that I always acted a fool with when we went on the field, man. And my boy LeRico, man, that's my brother, man. So, how you been, man?
Appreciate it, man. Great. So I like to say great. Path my journey. It just teaches you growth, and the more you live, the more you learn, the more you grow.
Absolutely.
It's just been good. So
man,
can't complain.
We were just being silly before we started. That's just how we are, man. Like, we gotta be serious. We're gonna at least try to be good. It ain't gonna happen. Look, like you said, we look at each other, we start laughing, man. Well, man, yeah, man, let's talk about your journey, man. Everybody's journey is special. That's why I bring everybody on the show. I mean, I always intrigued with history. I was always a history fanatic. That was something I just love. That's something I love, and always people's story, man. So I kind of started off your story, man. What made you want to get into sports when you get into high school? I mean, I know middle school and elementary. We all know we played in the neighborhood or whatever. But when you was in your freshman year, how did that experience, like getting in high school? What was it like for you at Biloxi High?
To be honest, man, just playing football, it came simple. Even going back from when I was like 5 or 6, like that wasn't even my favorite sport. Baseball was my favorite sport.
Wow, I see how you know that.
Yeah, so that transition from baseball was all because I wanted to pitch. I felt like I was the best pitcher, but I never got that opportunity. And then I just seen some kids just over there on the other side of the park just playing flag football.
What park you talking about? Is it
this is the Miguel's, Biloxi, Miguel's Park.
Gotcha.
And I was just looking, I was like, no, that's what I need to be doing. So I quit that day.
Come on, man.
Jumped over the fence. I have friends that'll tell you I jumped over the fence. never looked back. I'm trying to be serious.
It can't be serious.
But yeah, and I went over there and played with him, and it was like, nah, man, I feel like, because it came too easy to me. Okay. And then fast forward to my freshman year, I just had, good coaches. We didn't have the type of elite workouts that they have now. We had to watch our favorite players and try to mimic them. So, I learned a lot from, even though I played, not to get ahead of myself, even though I played DB in college, I played running back starting off. So I always watched Terrell Davis, I always watched Deion Sanders, Peter Ward when it came to juke moves. So those are like guys that I looked up to. It was my depth in players wasn't even that deep. It was just I studied certain people. There was a lot of great athletes out there, but Deion was just more building confidence.
Yeah.
Terrell Davis was just
he was tall, like
he just ran it down the field. Yeah. And Peter Ward just the juke moves that he had and the eliteness and how quick he was.
Peter Ward was he was like the Reggie Bush. Before Reggie Bush. He was the first dude. Peter Ward was that guy. Yeah. Peter Ward was that guy, man. He definitely did his thing, man. So what made you start playing basketball, man? I know you said you jumped the fence. Before I even get into that, man, I have been matching with my guests. I promise you, I didn't ask this man what he was. I got my blue SMACM jersey on, man. And I got my black skull cap. My boy came in here, I said, come on, dog. Yeah. I've been trying to match, but anyway. What made you want to get into basketball, man?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad was he played at Biloxi. He was a corner. They called him the headhunter because if you catch it, he gonna knock you out. And that's how he was. But just watching them as an adult and I was a kid, I used to use that to utilize my agility. Just playing better defense. But I never fell in love with it. It was just something that I just liked doing. And my first time playing organized was in 9th grade. So and that's when
Dang, bro, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't play basketball.
You dunking the ball like you ain't got no sense.
Like I was already in high school. But that was just crazy. God gave me talent, man. You had to use it.
Absolutely, man. Your time at Biloxi, man, what positions did you play, and what was your favorite one at the time?
My sophomore year, shout out to Coach David Russell. That's like my second daddy. He put me at running back.
Okay.
That was 145 pounds.
Coach Russell, getting this man killed over there.
So he it kind of built my character too, because I wasn't strong. I was just fast, but getting pounded by bigger players, it kind of motivated. Like, you gotta get in that weight room. But as the season went on, he transitioned me, moved me to wide receiver. So it was towards probably the last 2 or 3 games of the season. And a lot of people don't know this. That same year, we played against y'all, Goodport. I got hit from the front and the side, and it stretched my nerve. So my whole left side was pretty much, if my nerve would snap, my left side would be paralyzed. And we was running a sweep to the right. I remember had the ball in my left hand, and I just kept running. I thought the ball was in my hand until I heard my teammates saying, fumble. I'm constantly running, because I had no feeling fumble. So I looked back, tried to dive for the ball and all that. I got snatched out. I was just trying to tell coach, like, hey, I can't lift my shoulder. Something's wrong. So I went to therapy, and that's when they told me, your nerve stretched. So now you had a muscle shrinkage, and you lose the strength in your left arm. So I was in therapy for about 6 months just to try to get it balanced.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know it was that long. I remember that car accident. I didn't realize the nerve had damaged it. It was your senior year, right?
That was my sophomore year in high school.
That was sophomore year.
Yeah, because when I came to my junior, he was playing quarterback.
Yeah. And we beat the brakes off y'all.
Yeah.
I had to tell you, 56 Evo. I had to throw that on. He's an Indian. I just got to do that every now and then.
Yeah, but that was my sophomore year. My junior year, y'all beat us at the last minute.
Yeah, and that game, we were talking about that game too. That was probably one of the most fun games I played against Biloxi, and it was in high school career. Probably the best high school game I ever played in.
Yeah, it was
for
back
sure,
and forth.
man. It was back and forth. I don't talk about it. You done brought it up, man. That game.
Man, shout out to Jimmy Barnett for hitting that 50.
Oh my God, Jimmy Barnett made a 52-yard field goal.
Yes.
I thought my career was over because whoever won was gonna get in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I was playing receiver at the time. Greg Anderson, he was the quarterback, and Greg throws the ball to Larry Fry. Larry Fry jumps up.
I think he snagged with one. I don't know what
he was so high there. I just remember seeing somebody like
it was
just in the air. I'm looking like he caught the ball.
He caught it.
Hurry up, get to the line. We had to get to the line. I don't know. It's kind of like a blur after that. And then I ended up scoring.
Yeah,
I ended up scoring the last touchdown.
I think he came in motion.
I did.
I remember.
Yeah, I came in motion. They put me in motion. And I don't know who was holding me.
It was. I don't mean to put you out like that.
It was Fletch.
It was Fletch. So we originally were supposed to switch, but he chased you and I chased my receiver. Me and him ran into each other.
Yep.
It got you wild open.
Yep, it was a pick. It was a little pick play we called.
Yeah.
We sure did, and I caught it. And I was telling Hakeem, I said, man, do you realize I was the last person to score a touchdown at Yankee Stadium?
I forgot about that.
I was the last person to score a touchdown at Yankee Stadium, man. So.
And I scored. By the way, I scored 3 touchdowns.
You did. You got off on the game. Let's gonna get that. Do a halfback pass to Cotton. Do a halfback pass to you.
Dominique Walker threw one in the corner to us.
Nasty. It was nasty. He dropped it in the pool.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm saying to myself, man, Rico, why you couldn't be hurt this game?
But why would you say that?
I'm just telling you, it's my senior year. I'm trying to get to the playoff. I'm trying to get to the next level. They're trying to reach out. It's Rico killing it, man. But yeah, that was a fun game, man. I do remember that. I remember I got hit so hard on the punt return and fumble. But I got back on top of it trying to be the But that was a fun game, and you mentioned that you got in that car accident, man. How did that affect your recruiting, man? Because they call it quote unquote damaged goods because you know they don't know if you're gonna be healthy again. Did that affect anything as far as you were being recruited? Because you being a 6'1", 6'2" athlete playing either corner or receiver.
Yeah,
How did that go for you, man?
Well, even in high school, I had a couple offers, but you know, Southern Miss offered me my junior year during the summer. I committed everything.
How? Where were you at when they?
So this was when they had those camps at the
See, I need to go ahead.
yeah, and I ran a 4.4, and they saw that and was like, man, you don't need to do none of that. Like I didn't even do none of the drills or anything. I just did with vertical and that, and they was like, man, look, we gonna offer you. You can take it right now and wait till later. And I was like, no, I'm committed. You know, this is my first camp.
Yeah.
This is
It's
a
close
dream
to
of
home.
playing D1. Yeah, it's close to home. So in my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm there. But fast forward, my senior year, it was in '04. We was playing Ocean Springs that night. We had exams. I only had 2. It was the first time my mom let me drive to school. You know, so I had my cousin I went and picked up. Picked him up. Went to the school. I think he had 3. I was done. You know, when I was done with my test, I was being, you know, high school kid trying to, you know, go have fun or do something before the game just to get our mind right. And it was raining a little bit, so I'm following my best friend across the bridge, Pottsfield Bridge. I get across it, then I'm in my mind like, you know what? No, I need to head back to the school. Like this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's some gravel that I turned into and got back on the bridge. And as soon as I got on the bridge and got on that grate, my steering wheel turned hard. So I panicked, closed my eyes.
Close my eyes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna, look.
See.
Man, look, man, forgive me, please.
Yeah.
This is your story.
Yeah. So, you know, because, you know, this is my senior year. I'm 16, 17 years old. So I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So I closed my eyes and that's all I remember.
It's easy to say it for me to say, close my eyes. Because I'm not in the situation. Obviously, that probably was the scariest moment of your life at that point. And like, you don't know what
I don't know what happened. Like, because I was knocked out.
So go ahead.
But you got to think, you know, it's oncoming traffic. So,
Oh, man.
you know, the guy that I hit, you know, didn't make it. So, you know, at that,
I didn't know that.
yeah, at that age, you know, I'm thinking like, man, I'm a young person. I just, you know.
Man, let's go deeper into that. Did you think you were going to jail?
I don't know, because I was young. I was out of it. And
So did you end up getting hurt real bad?
so I was bleeding internally. My bottom lip was kind of split a little bit, chipped out my front teeth. But you know, crazy thing, I didn't even have to see it on. And you know,
It's on Pottsfield. It was on
Pottsfield
Pottsfield
Bridge. And you know, I wrote a letter to the family. You know, apologized, like, you know, because it was an accident. It was a freak accident, and you know, it's just one of them things that, you know, you can only control what you can.
Rico, I swear to you, I did not know that part. I knew you got in an accident. I didn't know that, you know, it was a fatality and it was, you know, I didn't know that. So how did that go with you for over the years? Like, do you have nightmares? Do you got any PTSD off of it?
I don't have PTSD, but you know, when it does rain, or if I'm in the city of Biloxi and I go across that bridge, like those memories are always gonna be there. But it was just something I had to, you know, I'm gonna have to deal. It's part of my journey, my story. It's something I'm gonna deal with for the rest of my life. But you know, I can't remember the family name, but you know, they're always in my prayer. And you know, I just try to just maintain a positive mindset throughout life. But as far as, you know, that happening and the recruiting, it fell back because Southern Miss, you know, took the scholarship away. They just didn't think I could play on the next level due to, you know, what they said about my x-rays. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. Memphis stayed with it. Even after that scholarship was taken away, when I finally got like a 20-something on my ACT, it was past signing it. So that forced me to go to JUCO. But even with,
They had
you know,
no spots.
they had no spots, so I had to go to JUCO. You know, and then roll into that situation. That was probably the best decision that I could have made.
Absolutely, man. Like, I always tell people, you know, JUCO is not for everyone, but you'll have lifelong friendships, and we definitely have that with other teammates. We got a group text, man. Gulf Coast former players.
Right.
It'd be a lot of janky going on.
a lot of it.
But yeah, man, you definitely have a journey. See, I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I love people's journey because I didn't know that you had to overcome that obstacle. You go to Perk, you sign on Perk. I ended up transferring Gulf Coast, and now we can start kind of tell a little story. Man, we got to do the 110s. And you was like, man, Pies, man, why you ain't talking, man? Because I was still trying to.
Yeah, you was quiet.
Man, I was real quiet. I was like just laser in focused, like, man, I cannot miss this opportunity. I just got to get right. So, hey, Pies, man, you gonna make the 110s? I don't know why I remember this stuff. I just remember stuff. Like, I was like, yeah, I should. Man, I struggle with the 110s. I think I talked about this with Tony Burke. Man, you and Jason Fallon was laughing at me so hard. Jay Fallon was laughing. He was screaming, and I just like, man, I can't never be like this again. But that was one of the first moments, like you witnessing it.
I know you was. This ain't the vibes out there.
Yeah, man. I was just like, man, I thought I was in shape with it until you got it up there, and we was all there. And man, what was your moments at Perk like? What was your experience? Because mine was crazy.
My first experience was the camp during the summer. When Coach Davis was teaching us, I think it was a soft cover too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I don't know if that's what it was, but
we played a lot of cover two. But you had we was like match coverage,
yeah.
Depending on what the pressure was. If number 2 go vertical, so then it turned to man coverage. So we played a lot of man and zones. Yeah.
So I was guarding Tony Burks, and he ran a post route on me. And I'm sitting there, I jammed, I let him go by.
Oh wow.
Coach said, man, if you do that shit again, you gonna bear crawl all the way back to Biloxi. I said, I'd never mess up again.
Man, yeah, they demanded that. They demanded, us to be excellent like that. So you had to learn what you were doing. And my story is we played the first game of the year. This is after Katrina, so
yeah, because we
missed the first 2 games. Remember?
Was it East Mississippi we supposed to play?
No, Mississippi Delta. Then
East
Mississippi.
Yeah.
East Mississippi was the second game. No, they weren't
there.
They weren't that yet.
They weren't there yet.
East Mississippi wasn't there yet. They wasn't there. Well, we missed the first 2 games because we was out about a month, and we come back and we get ready for Jones. We play Jones. Everybody, scheme is up, coach is up. We do that thing. So it was just one particular play. It was like 3rd and long, and we was in cover 3. I just never forget that we was in cover 3. So Jones back up. They drop back and throw the ball. I see the quarterback. I'm looking at his eyes. That's what coach more intelligent. Read his eyes. I'm reading his eyes. I see him looking. He's locked in. So I start weaving over there. I weave. And then when he released the ball, I throw it. But when I turn and run, I fade. And it's nobody in the middle of the field. He's running a post route. Man, I'm like, oh. So when I'm getting back up, I just see a little LeRico came save the day, knocked the ball down. Boom! I see him. Oh, LeRico, thank you. Coach Davis looking at me like, be glad he saved the day. So I ain't lose no time. Man, that's like, that was just a start of it, man. The moments, man, right there, man, you'll never forget.
I know I had the back.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But it's some more stories I got. We played Colleen.
Hold on, don't tell me when I got it. Hold on. We both got it.
We both. So we go kickoff. Man, we kicked the ball, boom, baby. We used to kick the ball high, left, deep left. That's what he said, left, deep left. So boom, kick the ball. The dude was whoever he was a blazer. He got the ball. So he goes behind his wedge. I'm the guy. Well, I was one of the fastest person on the team. So I'm the. I guess I was the L5. I was on the end. So I'm the safety guy. Make sure you don't run back. So the dude run back. As I see him running behind the wedge, I'm seeing feet in the air. Boom, boom. So I was like, man. So you better have your hand on the swivel. So I'm not looking. I'm just trying to get to him, man. As soon as I'm running to him, I got ear hole. Man, he was watching that film. He didn't run the kickoff back, which was crazy. Coach Moore, put your hand on the swivel.
With that
boom,
dip.
it's like you're dipping. You gotta have your head on the swim for you get your head knocked off. I'm embarrassed. Just to see my feet in there, man. That was the worst. That was the hardest hit I ever got hit in college, man. Both of us got hit.
So he got hit too. I got hit as well, but mine was different. The quarterback was scrambled.
Yeah.
You know, the tight end was already behind me.
Yeah.
You know, because I was just, you know, because we had a spot at quarterback. So I just hear the crowd going, yeah. As soon as I get hit, the crowd said, ooh. So just like you.
I didn't hear that. I didn't remember my feet in there, boy.
I remember I was trying to come after the quarterback. All of a sudden, that big tight end came back and I said, man, I never got depleted ever in my life ever again.
Man, yeah, you gonna have your head up like, look, looking. Well, that's the stuff you teach you. That's the stuff, you know, like we was talking, man. But the funniest story, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny.
Heck no.
We roommates. All right, so look, we I don't know what we had going on, but it was like we wasn't doing that bad. We was in the dorm. Man, they just go out there. We'll leave about 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, we got practice at a certain time. Yeah, I leave about 30 minutes. We left 30 minutes. We going to bang. Ain't nobody in the locker room. What's going on? We here early.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Man, the whole time Rico cussing me out. Man, they better not be down here. And the way our practice was set up, it's in the hole. So we traveled. I said, my heart went to my stomach. Cause I knew they was down there. I told you, we should have left. I said, man, my bad, bro, it's my fault. And it's like Coach Moore didn't say nothing to you. Coach Moore went straight to me. We running down the hill. Yeah. Y'all not that damn good. Why y'all come to practice late? So everybody stopped and looking at us. He made us run around like the laps.
I remember the laps around that.
We had to run laps like while they were doing, you know, individual drills. I was like, man, I don't feel so bad. Coach Cameron just looking at us. Oh, you're late. Hey, I was never late again.
Never late again. We was early.
Like them lessons right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we was early. Every meeting.
Come on, man. I was never late, but it was. What made me think I wasn't feeling myself and nothing like that. It was just like, Coach, man, we just got all these offers from school. Like I told you, I got like 3 offers in the same week. I'm like, man, we good, Coach, man. What's up, man? Trip, man. I know we late, man. Coach wasn't happy, man. Coach wasn't happy. He wasn't going though. But I love it though. I love the time we had, man.
There's a lot of stories, but we just got. We don't have enough time.
No, we don't.
There's a lot of stories.
I used to act a fool in the dorm, the on hall, man. Them days was, man, you know, lovely days, man. Lovely days, you know. So yeah, man.
That was fun.
But I will say this though, man. When we were roommates, you know, unfortunately I ain't hurt my knee, and you was helping me through that, man. It was tough for me, bro. Like I was depressed. Like I was telling Keisha. Man, I said, man, that's the only time I ever remember being depressed because I couldn't help my teammates. I hurt my knee, and you would be like, man, don't feel sorry for you. Get out the bed, go to class. And you was always like motivating me. I'm like, you right, man, you know. And this actually a picture me and you took on the sideline. I had my shorts on and my jersey, and you had the helmet on. And you could look at my face. That was the first game. It was the first game. I got it on my Facebook page. I gotta show you what I'm talking about.
I think it's Jannari.
Jannari was in the quarterback. He was our quarterback, and I was looking like. You know that look like, man, like, I'm here. I'm happy that my boys, but I ain't helping y'all. Like I was going through it though.
And I was gonna ask, you know, how was that transition from safety to wide receiver?
So it was like you say, like for you, it really wasn't hard. It really wasn't hard because I always played on the offensive side.
Right.
And I thought, like when you're young, you don't understand it. That's what a lot of things like. When I was going, it hurt me because I didn't understand. Because when I was in high school, like kind of rewind, I was in high school, Southern Miss, Coach Rodriguez. That's who the dude used to he told our head coach at the time, Coach Angelo, that Shabazz needed to play cornerback. We offered him. But I was that kid, like, man, I'm gonna play quarterback. Like, man, I don't want to hear all that. And like, you know, and it hurt me though, because that, you know, that I didn't get that D1 offer. That I wanted to go to Southern Miss because so many people from Gulfport was going there. But the transition at Perk, it was smooth. But I thought, man, why y'all moving me? Cause y'all trying to say I'm sorry or
No,
it's just that like that 40 time they are. I mean, people was telling them that, man, no, Shabazz was good at on the offensive side. So, you know, and unfortunately, man, that was the craziest freak accident, man, that when I got hurt. But the receiver was, I thought I was gonna be up there with, like, it was me, Coed, and King, Kitchens, Jarvis, and then you had Dion.
And
Tarkon came off a knee injury himself. And we have Ricardo Bowl, man. We were deep at receiver. Yeah, man, those were good days, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I asked the transition because a lot of people don't even know this.
Yeah.
Coach Mo was on the sideline at Biloxi High when I was playing receiver.
Yeah.
So I think we was coming back on the field from halftime. He's like, hey man, with your height, I think you need to stick at corner. You get better off.
You ain't trying to hit it though.
You know, but I wasn't trying to hit it, but I listened. I was like, you know what? I am tall.
You were tall corners with there.
One there, yeah.
Long horn, you had them long horn.
They went in yet until, you know, you had Cromartie and all them guys come out, and Jason Allen from Tennessee. It's like them the guys I used to shoot watch all the time. But when he told me that, you know, that was just something I was like, okay, cool. I stick to it, even though I like offense.
Yeah,
you know, I love it.
It's so random right here though. But it's like you would be at practice or get out of practice, you would just come to me. Man, I just want to take my helmet off so everybody can see. When I make an interception, I just want to take my helmet off so everybody can see I made the play. They can't see our face like a basketball player. Man, I should have played basketball. I'd be like, dude, I don't know what that came. Man, boy, you don't know. I'm like, we were just talking about going to the camp.
I said, I don't know why I always wanted to take my helmet off. I was like, man.
You just don't take your helmet off. Oh, you was dead serious though. You know, you try my best not to laugh. Bro,
so even fast forward to that game, when I got the interception, guess what I did? I took my helmet off. I took my helmet
Funny
off.
story. I was telling you earlier though. I'll never forget that game when you caught that interception. After you caught the interception, I kind of fell asleep. Keisha called me. Her water broke with Ariana. That's when my oldest child. That's how I never forget that game when y'all played the New Orleans Bowl.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Like, caught that pick. I was like, Rico caught an interception on TV in the Superdome. And I'm slick hating on him because he in the. Yeah, man. But you know that was beautiful to see that, man. You know, you talk about your time in Memphis, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to, you know, back to Kirkland. Memphis was continued to recruit me. So they came to, I think he was already gone. They came to, I think it was Northeast we played up there. And Coach Bowler, still remember him, he was at the game. And they called me, you know, hey, come take a visit, you know, whatnot. Well, it was before the visit, because Coach West, actually the head coach, Coach Tommy West, came down, and we talked for like an hour and a half. And, you know, I just remember the conversation. I was like, Coach, as long as I get number 21, hey, you got it.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, that jersey free is all yours. You know what I'm saying? So that was like one
kept his word.
He did. So the experience in Memphis was different. You know, Perk it was all fast. You know, if they run way to their side, you know, we had all our angles we had to reach, or if they catch us lacking, like, oh, we can do this again. So it kind of slowed down for me in Memphis, but I mean, it was a good opportunity to learn on that level of D1 and learning just different type of defensive schemes and all that, and knowing how to switch the audibles, learning formations on offense. So it was quick and fast when you got in the game. In practice, you know, you got your walkthroughs in slow motion, but when you get in the game, man, you just got to be on top of everything. And I learned a lot. I didn't, if I'm being honest, I didn't think I gave my all playing at Memphis.
Why is that?
You know, it was just positions I was in, and you know, just wasn't. I didn't build my confidence like I should have as the years went by. My junior had a good time. You know, I was like, okay, yeah, I done got a taste of people. Now my senior come. You know, so when I was still at corner for a little bit, then they switched me to nickel. And just that transition was different because I based defense on 4-3, so it was like hard for me to just get a feel of the game in and out, in and out. You know, the only time I was on the field was personnel, or if it's a spread, or, you know, but you know, it just, I love the game, but it's like I was holding myself back because I wasn't fully giving all my, you know, my effort into it. But you know, I still had a decent season. It could have been better, but you know, it's just one of the things. Like, you know, you still have the love for the game, but when you start looking towards the future, it's like, you know, what's my next plan? Because this might not be it. But so you know, a lot of people ask like, why you make it to the league? I was like, man, there's a lot of things that factor that. You know, I can't go search an agent. I can't find these camps to go try and, you know, showcase my skills. But you know, my time in Memphis was great. I would go back if I had a second chance. Like, it was a great experience. I played with great players and a lot of great teammates that went to the league and got that opportunity. But you know, it's just one of the things. Like, you know, sometimes it's not your destiny. You know, be thankful that you earned that scholarship. Be thankful you got a free education and you were able to finish the season. You know, health was great. Graduated, and those are things that I have to be grateful of, and that's what I started learning. Of course, my path and my journey, just gratitude is everything.
Absolutely, man. I kind of jumped the gun, but was it after our sophomore year? Was it always going to be Memphis and nobody else? Were there any other schools kind of showed up?
I had Marshall. I took it.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was cold when you went. It was snowing. I do remember that.
I took my visit there.
Sure did.
I was close to going there, but it was
too far. West Virginia is cold.
Yeah. But then I was looking at the schedule. I'm like, okay, I'm playing Miami. I'm playing West Virginia. I'm like, okay, this is like teams I can try to throw down on. But it was just like Memphis. It was just something else different. It was just Memphis was just different.
Yeah, man. We was like, I remember before I got hurt, I was like, man, let's just go. It was I said, man, if you go to Memphis, I'll go there this year if they offer me.
Right? You said that.
I said, man, I'll go because I was getting the love and interest from schools. And then, you know, I was like, but Southern Miss, I was like, Southern Miss.
To the top.
Southern Miss say, because it's just closer to home. And I'm gonna have to entertain it, like they say. I'm gonna entertain it, but they did show love around that same time before I got hurt. But, you know, I really thought you would go to Southern Miss over for Memphis, but you was like, no. You used to be like, I'm not going there.
Yeah, when they took the scholarship away, I just had no interest in it.
Yeah, you was not playing about that. I ain't going there.
Even when they came to try to talk to me,
I ignored all of them. We had a visit there. Well, it was like, we went to visit. We had what they call it, visit when you go to the game?
Is it something freshman or something? No, it's not.
No, it was a game. It was not freshman. It was our sophomore year. We had rolled up there. We did a lot of stuff, man.
I want to say, did Damien get
Damien was there. Damien was a freshman.
He was a freshman.
Damien was a freshman, man. We had, they took us on a little tour, like we were in college. I'm like, man, y'all gonna offer me a book. That's kind of like, they was like, you know, they just showing us around. They really didn't, they didn't offer me. I don't know if they offered anybody else anything. Yeah. So I was hurt though. I knew they were gonna offer. I just like, man, thank y'all for just inviting. I was that humble kid. Like, thank y'all for just letting me come through. But I thought you would have went to Southern Miss, but Memphis was, like you said, it was meant for you, man. I was so happy that you got the opportunity to play D1, man, and meet new people and just do the thing while you was up there. Yeah. Put it on for the coach, man, and put on for the looks. Like, that's why we bring people on here so they don't forget, like, people that came before them. So that's I appreciate you coming on, man, and telling your journey, man. It was definitely. So did you have an opportunity to play NFL?
I didn't know I didn't have the opportunity.
You said something about agents and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So it was a church in Memphis that I always went to. One of the deacons, I forget his name, but he blessed me with an agent that wanted to work with me for free. You know, he gave me the opportunity to go to this camp in Jackson, Tennessee. And I had one of my homeboys, because I didn't have a car at the time, so he drove me there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you see all these guys stretching? I'm probably do a couple warm-ups. I'm gonna kill myself and watch how I kill. wasn't even being cocky, I was just being honest. You know, I was like, look, I just know myself. Like, I know this is what I want. And ran another 4-4. Ran the L drill at a good time. Ran my shoulder drill at a good time. Jumped to 41 vertical at that time. And they called me the next day. It was like, hey, you've been invited to the Canadian League in Nashville for the camp. So that was my opportunity to go there and try to play Canadian League. But like I said, I didn't have a car at the time. And the guy that I was supposed to drive with had a death in the family. So I didn't. Not thinking the mega bus, not because I wasn't really making money like that, so I wasn't even thinking about transportation like that.
Right.
So I was like, you know what, this ain't even it. There's too much stuff going on for me not
talk about
get
it,
there.
man. Like that like I had that one. I had a regional combine. I went to in Atlanta. They straight out. The Falcons was out there. They picked up one guy. The dude ran like a 4.3 something. I ran like a low 4.4. I slipped. But that ain't the reason why they picked me.
Yeah.
But that same reason, they was like, man, we'll be honest with you, we're gonna go with this guy. We like you. And they got my information, took all that. They sent, I didn't have an agent out of it. So they were sending it through email. I was doing everything through emails. Sending the email, hey, this is the next regional camp. You can come. And my mom saw the email, like, you gonna go? I said, no, I'm done. I'm not. Because, like you said, it's too much going on. Then I had my daughter. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm gonna be chasing it. So, I feel what you say, man. Like, I feel like I was gonna be just chasing the dream and never gonna get it. And I just let it go. And I was fine with it. I was fine with the career. I won championship. Got to play college ball. Got to play in the NFL stadium in Indianapolis. So I felt like I was satisfied. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. Like everybody not gonna be able to do that. So I just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, even after that, man, that I didn't go to Nashville, I ended up going to Milwaukee to try to get on the team for a Arena 1 football team. That's when they brought it back. And man, crazy. It was crazy. I tell it, but me and Jasper O'Quinn, he played at Mississippi State corner. We both went up there. You know, went through the camp whole week. A guy had high blood pressure. Another guy pulled his hamstring. They were both DBs, and they didn't practice the whole camp. So like, okay, I'm like, Jack, we gotta step up. Man, we stepped up, learned the defensive scheme so fast. And towards the end of the camp, them guys, they came, but they ain't coming back fully just to practice. Cause we played one scrimmage in Chicago. And after that, you know, they gave us individual, interviews and, let us know if we made a team or not. And I remember what they told me. They was like, man, you too laid back, too nonchalant. That's how I play. Because if it comes easy, I'm not finna look like I'm going too hard. They told me like, man, we just gonna have to let you go.
No, it's tough.
Yeah, they told me
See,
that.
That's what I want to keep doing that. You keep telling me, nah, I'm done. Because I say, man, a lot of people go through that though. Man. A lot of people keep chasing it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at all.
And it was tough because we had a homeboy named Tracy Smith that has been with that team for a while. We kept telling like, man, what happened to the other two guys? Like, man, they kept.
That's crazy. It's a business now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Me and Jasper won numbers out there. Cause they told he was too smart for the defense. I'm like, ain't that's what you want? I didn't understand it, but
it should be straight.
It was a good opportunity to experience that too. But no, that was like the end of my, just trying to continue football. But man, my journey, man, I look back, I'm grateful.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't trade for the word.
Yeah, man. I know we could talk hours and hours, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, you safe on that road here back home, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Got a 20-hour drive.
20-hour drive, buddy. May God be with you. Get you some rest tonight, man. I just so you can get on there, man.
Yes, sir.
Shabab was clever, man. Boy Rico Mathis, man. See you next time.
Yeah, Chico, talking to the bad guy. Yeah, Chico. Yeah, Chico, you're talking to the bad guy. Choose picking your eye. I'm that guy. Hey, yo. Look, something happened to these, something happened to you, okay?